Hello, I'm Carly Ann, and each week I'm answering one of your questions that you've asked me on Instagram. This week I've chosen this one because quite a few people responded when I posted my written answer saying that they get it, that's them, they totally relate to you. So the question was around not having the strength to block, even though they cause you nothing but heartache. So let me remind you that other people responded and understood this and felt this too. And I have been there as well. I know this feeling. So I want to talk to you about why that happens, why it is that you can get stuck in something that you might know is no good for you without the strength to walk away. It is in there, but it might feel like you don't have that in this moment. So I'm going to let you know why this happens. Firstly, I just want to remind you of a few things, and then I'm going to give you just like a few tips that I encourage you to do next. So first, I want to remind you that it's so important that you know that you're not on your own. Like I said, you're not going to be here forever. I know it might feel like this. I know you might feel like this is the last person on earth. You're never going to meet anyone again. This feeling you're never going to be free from. This is going to pass. This is a chapter. I know that's not always helpful to hear, but I need you to know that time does pass and we do move on. You are okay without this person right now in this moment. You are here with me. And even though you might be feeling all of the emotions, you are handling this because you're here with me right now. So you are okay without this person. Now, let's talk about the why. So I'm just going to give you three possible reasons that you might be in this situation, but there are various reasons that you could be here, and that's you as an individual. But of course, without knowing you, I'm just going to give some general answers. If you do want to work on your specific situation, then of course get in touch and we can work on that together. So in the field that I work in, so I work with attachment styles, whether you're avoidant or anxious and you want to become more secure. But there is a general thought. We see this with anxious attachment the most, that you get really stuck in something. And the general feeling is that the more stuck you are, the more difficult and harder it feels to walk away or break free from a relationship. It means that there is a lot more at play. So what I mean by that is, for example, past traumas. So there is a part of you, and this might be little t traumas or big T traumas, but there is a part of you that finds the thought of blocking and being without this person so difficult, so painful, that you'd rather experience the heartbreak. And that might be hard to believe, but part of you is in control in those moments. And that's why sometimes you have the strength and you think, yeah, I'm going to block. And then other times you don't have that strength because that part has taken control again. Perhaps that's like an inner child. I don't know which part. That's just an example. Okay. But that's one of the reasons. Another reason is codependency. You really believe that you need this person to be happy. You depend on this person for your well-being. And that links in as well to the third reason I want to share, which is your self-worth. So subconsciously, what you believe is that you deserve this. Whatever's going on in this, I'm guessing something's going on because you want to block, but whatever this relationship is or isn't, this is what you believe subconsciously that you deserve. And your self-worth gets that boost when you have that contact with them, or when you know that, okay, perhaps they might reach out to me again. That keeps your self-worth like almost at bay, because the worst thing we can feel is not good enough or not worthy. And so you're wanting to feel worthy, and the potential that they might reach out can give you that. You are worthy. If you block, if you don't have contact with them, remember that you are okay and you are worthy. So they're just a few reasons. You may or may not relate to them. Just take away what you need to take away. But here's something that I think is really important to understand. The intensity of confusion, upset, desperation that you feel, that is a sign of the amount of self-love that you need. How unworthy you feel is how much self-love you need. first, way before this person, way before whatever it is you get from them if they were to reach out to you. So here are some tips of how I encourage you to move forward. The first is to keep doing the work. You've asked me these questions, so I know there's an interest. Keep doing the work, even if your behaviors are not quite aligned with the part of you that does want to move on, that does want to let go, that does know her worth or his worth. Keep doing the work. Your behaviors will catch up with you. And the more that you get in touch with yourself and who you are and your self-worth, your behaviors are going to catch up with that. Because pretty soon you're going to be like, why am I doing that? That doesn't even feel good to me. So things will begin to naturally change. Next is to surround yourself with community and people who get you. It's so, so important. I have a membership, Follow Your Fire, for attachment styles, people rediscovering themselves, people who lose themselves in love. And honestly, the feedback I get consistently is the best part about this is the community, knowing that I'm not alone, having the support. So really, I mean it when I say join the membership, meet people just like you. We have masterclasses in there, circles, support, and it's so, so key to healing. And as much as you can, continue to nurture the other areas of your life. So try and keep some routine going, even though your mind might be on this person and whether to block them or not block them. And are they going to reach out if they're the last person in the world? See if you can keep some level of connection and routine going. You might not have as much energy or as much focus. That's okay. You can be with this feeling as you continue to try and keep some sense of self there with you. Carry your feelings with love and compassion. Don't judge yourself for this experience. I know that it seems simple to block someone and move on. And I know that people might say to you, just block them, move on. It's easy. Why are you wasting your time on them? They've hurt you. They're not worth it. I know it all. But I also know the feeling that can barely be described in words that you get when it comes to thinking about blocking that person. So please carry that with compassion and understanding. It's not just you. Many of us understand that inside this community. But that doesn't mean that you're going to continue here. But in the process, you get the best results if you offer yourself love, understanding, compassion, because actually what I know is that it is understandable that you're here. I don't know the exact why, because I don't know you individually, but I trust enough that there is a reason. Something has played out that's led you here, and we can heal that. I really want you to know that and understand that, but it is understandable. These things don't come out of nowhere. And next is when and if you are ready to block, to no contact, then get in touch, because my program, 90 days, it's 3 months. It's all about rediscovering yourself, healing attachment wounds and these patterns. It was designed on the end of me thinking, I'm going to go no contact for 90 days. I can do this. I can block. And for the first time ever, I was successful in that experience. And I had never done that before. And that's how that initial program was born. So I know the importance of those 90 days. I know the importance of those 3 months. So if this speaks to you and you are ready to really cut this off and move on with your life and experience true transformation when it comes to your relationship with you, your relationship with other people, the kind of people that you want to date, blocking this person, then I really do encourage that one-to-one work. If that is not calling you right now, then do check out the membership. Otherwise, continue here, continue with the podcast, the YouTube account, follow me on Instagram. There's so much goodness here, and it's so powerful to keep learning, keep educating yourself. And I do believe with my whole heart that you can become secure. So I hope this was helpful. Do not forget, you're enough, you're lovable, you are so, so worthy, and you're irreplaceable.